Hey fam, welcome again to another one of my digital arts walkthrough tutorials. And in this one, you'll be seeing how I created these comic panels of Naruto doing some silly stuff. So let's get started. So I just woke up one day and got really inspired to do this really funny panels of Naruto. I like sometimes you don't just know where inspiration comes from. Like, it could just come from anywhere. Ideas could just come from anywhere. And yeah, here we are. So at the bottom right corner, you can see my references. Yeah, I'm just starting with like really simple shapes, trying to get the overall gesture, trying to get that reach as it's reaching to scratch, So yeah, I'm like thinking about how it's going to affect. Look at the trousers, look at the drapery. That's one area of focus here. Look at that pool. You really want to make that. You want to sell it. You want to sell the fact that there's a pool there because of how deep he's scratching. So yeah, I'm just now starting to flesh out the sketch real quick. You can see I just kept on adjusting the hand. I hate drawing hands, man. Drawing hands can be so frustrating. Look at how much time I'm spending on that hand. Like, I'm already done with every other thing, but like just that hand can be really frustrating for you. And yeah. And now I'm drawing the second panel with the close-up shots on his face, showing his expression. Yeah. Look at those. Take note of the simple shape I just did for the hand. Usual stuff. Loomis method. You can really use Loomis method to draw anything, any kind of head. You can use Loomis method to draw from really realistic, complex characters to really simple anime characters, simple looking anime characters. So it's something that I feel like every artist should know. So if you're not familiar with that, go just do yourself a favor and try and learn that. And take a look at the drapery. Look at the lines I drew from the shoulder that's lifted, to accentuate that movement. I drew those. Look at those two lines that are like swooping down. The drapery just helps you sell the gesture more. Because like if his shoulder was raised in that way, there'll be a pull. So you need to show all that movement. Now I'm starting with the inks. I'm using my usual rough pen. I think this is the pen I'm going to be using for most of my art now. I really love this pen. Yeah, starting with the flats. And this one I'm just going to do simple cell shading, not too much complex stuff. I'm not using any airbrushing here. Just the lasso tool. So after doing the flats, I just created a new folder, named it grayscale, set it to multiply, and then filled it with a dark gray. And I'm just going lighter from the darkest point. I don't know why I find it easier to render going from dark to light than from light to dark. I really don't understand why that is so, but for me that's what works. So I started from the darkest gray, or from a really dark gray, and then I just create another layer above that, and then fill it with a lighter gray, create another layer above that, fill it with lighter gray, and so on and so on. But all of them are inside the grayscale folder, which is set to multiply. So that's it. Just thinking about the areas that are going to face upward, that are facing the direction of the lights, and I'm cutting them out, making selections and filling them with the lighter gray. And then now I'm doing an even lighter gray. This is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back. So now you can see everything coming together really quick. The cell shading is, I think, for me, it's way faster than the airbrushing technique that I use in some of my work. And yeah, I just made a darker gray for like ambient occlusions and cast shadows and all that stuff. Yeah, everything is coming together now. Everything is coming together nicely. And when I'm doing the cell shading, I like to add some bounce lights around the areas that are like, okay, you can see under his jaw there, I added some saturation with the hard light layer. It's darker, but like it's more saturated, because like I feel like in all these corners, light is going to bounce around and like make the colors a bit more vibrant. When light hits the orange on his clothes, let's say there's a pinch right on his clothes, like look at those areas. Look at that area where he's scratching. Look at those edges. I feel like light is going to, bounce around those corners and like just make it a bit more vibrant. And I think it looks good, at least to me. So that's why I do that. I think I'll do a video just breaking down. I'll just take an image and then break down some of these things so you can see them more clearly. And then I created another layer, set it to screen, and it's on 50%. And I'm just adding in some more highlights. And then on that layer, I'm just adding screen tones. You can see how hard I did all of this. And then on that layer on top, I'm just airbrushing the edges with some whites, so it looks like there's some atmospherics. It looks like the atmosphere is a bit foggy, right? So yeah. So that's it for this one. If you liked the image, if you liked the initiative behind the image, if you thought it was funny, drop a like, maybe a comment, subscribe if you learned something here, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.